Hey people, it's Broken Puppet, and this is how to draw an old school hand shadow puppet. Enjoy. Right people, how to draw an old school hand shadow puppet. This one's going to be a wolf. So you're going to start off with, I don't know if this is really completely oldly traditional, I've just seen quite a few people do these recently and they just look really good. It's one of my new favourite subject matters really. And it just fits so well. I don't know if it is that old traditional, but I've seen a few new people doing them. If I could think of their names, I would actually mention the ones I've seen that are really good, but for the life of me, just can't bloody think of what their damn names are. Anyway, I'm just kitchen away, I'm not even talking this. So, start off with a circle. Sorry, my bad. Circle. Little rectangle down the bottom. Get a line just going up to the centre. Come up off this circle, off the side. And once you get to about here, just curve off of that line. So go there and curve the other way up. Create a little loop, then just curve back into that circle. Slowly make it go slightly wider towards like this part here. Tiny little bit thinner there and getting thicker here. Repeat again just on the outside, just at a slightly different angle. So, ever so slightly up. Like that. And coming off here, back where this sort of centre knuckle bit is, bring a curve back like so. Just off of this, draw yourself like a sausage shape, just overlapping and going a bit above it. Bring a little line just from outside of that. Come up here, come around it, come down. As you come down, just bend outwards just a slight bit. Curve up. Once you get to about here, just curve that line in a touch. Bring the second curve just there, like so. Bring in the sausage shape, just here. Another one slightly at an angle coming off of that. Another one just below that, just a little bit shorter, just a tiny bit shorter. Then one at the bottom, smaller and slightly further back. So here, so see this one comes up to here, to there. This one from there to there. This one down here to there. And just another little sausage just coming off the edge. This one's slightly bit of an angle. You want a gap between these ones. These fingers to kind of show how the mouth looks, as you'll see once we put the wolf in. Just at the top here, bring a line here, curving down towards this finger, and just curving there. Little line just in the centre, and again just a little line here, just curving up with this one, just show you what the other hand's kind of linking up with it. Once you've got this, you know, you can decide if you want it sort of like masculine or feminine. You know, depending on which one you pick, will determine how you do certain little features of the hand. You know, if it's man, you want a bit more boxy, women, you want a bit more pointy. I'm going to make this one feminine, I think. So I'm going to bring this here, where this one comes up, it's going to make each one of these fingers just a little bit pointy. And just put in a nice long fingernail, just at the tip of each one. Just like so. And once you've done that, you can add the shadow in. Now you can have the shadow sort of coming to your front here. I like to mine kind of coming in this kind of area. So it just comes off the front of the hand. So bring this line up. Or you might as well just bring in like a oval shape initially. Off the top, bring two V kind of shapes. We will round these off. So it's got a hint of the wolf, but you can still tell it's the fingers making the shadow. The little dip just there where the eye sort of like would be, from the shadow of the finger. Coming out. I'll make a little dip here, you know, even though you know the shadow wouldn't really do it, just to give it a bit of a hint on the nose. Bring that down at an angle. Bring that back. Bring this bottom bit kind of in line roughly where this bit, just a bit further in front, just there. Like so. Should I make it wider or bigger? I'm looking at it and I think I'm going to have it kind of hanging down a bit here. So I'm just the exact same thing, just a little bit lower. Always feel free to correct yourself, you know, if it's not quite the kind of position you want it. I like the shape, but it's just a bit too far up for me. So I'm just going to bring the exact same shape just down. I feel like this mouth bit here is just going to be lost at the bottom. Just worry about that top bit. Like so. Now where this hang becomes back, I'm just going to do like a mandala sort of style design, which I think, yeah, I'm just going to do a little circle at the bottom, like a half circle. Line coming through the centre of it, line to the side, onto the side, line. Let's do another circle bit, just coming off the edge of this. That even all the way around, and at each one of these points I'm just going to V-shape these in. I'm going to have a curve followed by, you know, a long curve, exact same long curve on the other side, just to the centre of each of these. Down. Have a curve shape just coming off in between each one of them. Yeah, like that. Just going to grab me my Sharpie. Just going to pen this in. Just going over all that pen work we just done. Excuse me. Now we got that, it's your basic pencil work. Basic pen work rather. Just rub out pencil. I'm going to do some Wednesday night brush markers. You can use pencils, paints, whatever you want. Just apply the same technique and same principles. It's that simple. Just going to colour in this hand shadow puppet almost completely black. Just not coming to the edge. Just like so. I'm going to slowly go down the grey, so I'm going to grab slightly lighter grey now. Using watercolour paints, you can just like make it more watery. Pencil, just start working lighter. You know, it just takes a little bit of common sense sometimes. Just coming into side to side motion now, just going each time, just going over the edge with a lighter shade. Until we get down to lighter shade. And just work away from the bottom, just go over the whole bit just to reblend it. Just like so. Just bring that grey a little bit further down. Yeah, it's better. Let's get some more flesh tones. Start with like a slightly light brownish colour. Flick this in from there. Flick it up a little bit, just from where the knuckle would be. Just a little bit just around here, just go underneath that. A little bit from the bottom of the hand, just there. Just mainly like where the knuckles are. Just slowly start going towards your lighter shades. Remember with like brush markers, they do wet the paper a little bit, so they do go lighter as they dry. Don't take too long to dry. No, you'll notice it quite clearly. Just like so. I'm going to give it some red fingernails. Just like so. What I'm going to do, so a few little detail bits just here, just going to put in a bit of shade just around this coming out. So it's going to be a black. We're working in that circular motion, so it blends out nice and even. My pen. Oh. And just a little bit, just for these little bits, just in between. This is just me being extra. I looked at it and just thought, it looks pretty cool. I'll put it in. If you ever get those moments, just do it. You know, don't worry about if you ruin your picture or not. You know, doesn't make no difference if you do. I mean, live and learn. Nose bits. Yeah. Blue. Orange, just like a little bit of brown on the sides. And a bit of green for this one. I think I might have a few little tattoos just in here. I usually always go simple with the rose. I think I'm going to go to the old school ship. You've seen me do a tutorial for this before. So I'm just going to quickly sketch this in. I'm being very, very quick with this. It's not going to be my best ship. Take your time with it. Actually, probably one of the worst shapes I've done. It's terrible. Oh well. Yeah, I quite like it like that. Not the best hand tattoos in the world, but yeah, ignore that. But yeah, it's just like a rough example. Should extra line details just in that. Yeah, there you go. It's how to draw an old school hand shadow puppet. If you like it, check out my videos, like, subscribe, yada yada yada. You guys know the user routine. And a broken puppet, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.